friends, this is Manak from Civil Center and I welcome all of you back to our channel. Today we'll discuss about planning. So basically we had made many videos on planning, how to take client requirements and how to start thinking about making a plan. Then we had seen many of our comments of our viewers that we want to know how to start making a plan and how to make a plan in general. So in today's video we'll show exactly that. We'll show you a unique process and an easy process for drafting or drawing a plan in paper. So let's get started. So first of all, let us take some rough requirements of a client. Suppose we have a plan here, and we'll also give the dimensions of the plan here and also the directions. Let us take this dimensions 40 feet, 30 feet, and we'll give the directions. Let us say it is a north facing plot, so this is the direction of the road is along the north side, so this is the direction of the road. Now so this is the plot size is done. So we'll note down the basic requirements of the clients. Ground floor requirements, 2 BHK, that is 2 bedroom, hall and kitchen, or 1 BHK and an additional parking space. So it will be a 2-story building or a G+1 building. So the parking space will be such that one number of 4-wheelers can be parked. And the first floor requirement is that he should have a 3 BHK, that is 3 bedroom, hall and kitchen. So these were the basic requirements of the clients. Now let us first start making the plan using our easy method. So we'll divide the process into 3 parts. Now I'll tell you how to start thinking. So let's start. So first of all, let us make a simple rectangle. So we have drawn the rectangle here, and we'll also give the directions. We'll just divide this rectangle into some parts so that we can mention the directions. So we have divided into blocks, as you can see here. We are doing this because we want to apply some basic principles of Vastu as they do here in India. So this is the north side, this is the east side, this is the west side, so this will be the south side. So this is the major directions. Now we can also name the other directions as well, as it is the northeast, it is the northwest, sorry, it will be NW, it is the northwest, and this direction will be southwest, and this will be the southeast. So all the directions have been named here, and after that we'll move towards the next step. In this step we have categorized, or we have divided the space of our building into parts so that we can apply all the building components, and we can put all the building components like master bedroom, kitchen, toilet according to specified directions. Now let us first look at what building components we can use here. First component is master bedroom, which is compulsory because the ground floor requirement is 2 BHK. Number 2 is our kitchen. Number 3 requirement is drawing room. Moving on, the number 4 requirement is we should have a dining area. Okay, so DINING spelling. Toilet is compulsory. Staircase, we need a staircase for our first floor. So these are the basic requirements or the basic components we need to place them. So let us find out how to place them. So we have moved on to our second point. Now let us just draw the same diagram again without mentioning the directions, as we already have mentioned the directions. Now we'll create a bubble diagram in which we'll keep all the elements in this. So as all of you know that master bedroom best position as per Vastu is the southwest direction. So as you can see the plan in this plan, the southwest direction is in this direction. So we'll provide the master bedroom along the southwest. In the southeast, it is also a good location for bedroom. In southeast direction you can also provide bedroom also, but it is the best location for kitchen also. So we'll provide kitchen in the east direction, and then here we can give the entrance as it is the north facing plot. And also another thing, it is also very good position for puja room. The northeast corner is also very good position for puja room as per Vastu. In the west direction we can give the staircase. So we can, the best position of staircase is the master bedroom position, that is the southwest, but the west direction is also the second best position of staircase as per Vastu. So you can put the staircase in the west direction. So between the master bedroom and toilet also we can, so master bedroom also can provide the toilet. Here in the northwest direction we can provide the dining room, and here adjacent to the stair we can provide the dining space. As you can see, we have an adjacent kitchen here, so adjacent to the kitchen we can provide a dining space here, and as I said, between the master bedroom and the bedroom we can provide the toilet. So these are the basic components which you need to place in our plan. We have done it with the help of bubble diagram. This is a very easy method for placing your components as per your specified directions or specified positions in which we want to place, and then we can move on and make the actual plan. So the next step is the same. We have to draw the rectangle first, and now we'll place our components as per our bubble diagram. That is our earliest step. So while making these plans we need to exclude the sizes of the wall. So as you know, the external wall is 10 inches along with plaster, and internal wall is 5 inches along with plaster. So roughly if you want to deduct the wall sizes and if you utilize the remaining space, we can, this is 30 feet and this is 40 feet, we can just deduct some portion, that is 2 feet 6 inches to 3 feet we can deduct for clear space available or the internal spaces available for the room. So we'll deduct this 2 feet 6 inches to 3 feet from both the sides for the walls. For accuracy we can go further, but for starting the planning we can use this. So 30 feet minus 2 feet 6 inches is equals to 27 feet 6 inches. So this 27 feet 6 inches we will utilize for the room. As we had a master bedroom here, let us first draw lines here for the master bedroom. So we'll give the dimension of, let's say we'll give a dimension of 12 feet for the master bedroom here. So we can provide it very easily. We'll provide a toilet here. Toilet can be of 4 feet 6 inches 5 feet. This will provide 10 feet for the bedroom. Now here we can give 5 feet space for the toilet also. Now this will be the master bedroom, and this will be a door which is attached toilet. For the attached toilet, this will be the bedroom, and this space will be easily 13 feet. 13 feet for the master bedroom. This we can do 11 feet, and if we do 11 feet then the toilet will be of 4 feet 6 inches. So we have developed quite spacious rooms here, 11 feet into 13 feet and 12 feet into 13 feet for the 2 bedrooms, and also we have an attached toilet here. Now we have utilized the 13 feet. Now let us also deduct the size of the walls along the longer span. So we've taken 3 feet as it is the longer span, so we'll utilize the 37 feet. Out of this 37 feet we have already utilized the 13 feet, and the remaining space we can utilize for the planning. So let us calculate the remaining space. So let us first give, here we can provide any number of parking we can provide here, as we had provided the entrance here. So the parking space for one sedan vehicle or any sedan vehicle like Swift, Alto and various other vehicles is 13 feet. So we can provide 15 feet space here for the parking. 15 feet length is sufficient for parking a vehicle of 13 feet sedan. Now the space remaining, let us calculate 37 minus 15 minus 13, which is 9 feet. This 9 feet space we can utilize inside the room. Now we can give this space easily for the kitchen. 9 feet into 11 feet, which is sufficient for a standard size kitchen. and in the 15 feet we'll have the portico as well as the entrance. So we can also give a staircase here also. As you can see here, we can provide a quarter ton staircase here, like this is a quarter ton staircase, as you can see here. So this distance minimum we should be approximately 7 feet, and the width of the stairs or the width of the landing is minimum 3 feet. So this 37 feet which you can utilize for our planning, and we had already utilized the 13 feet. Now let us draw here. Any sedan vehicle has maximum size of 13 feet, so let us give it a size of 15 feet, because any standard size sedan vehicle like Maruti Alto has a maximum size of 12 feet 6 inches to 13 feet. So we'll give it a size of 15 feet. And as you know, it is also the entrance position. We'll specify the width of this garage or parking position later. Now the remaining portion is 37 minus 15 minus 13, which is equals to 9 feet. This 9 feet is sufficient for our kitchen. So we'll draw our kitchen here. So there should be a sufficient space for the kitchen, and the size is 9 feet into 11 feet. So given the kitchen here. Now let us go to the parking area. In the parking area, we have to provide space for one number of four-wheelers, and as well as some space for or clear passage for people to pass by. So let us give a space. So the minimum distance which we should provide, or which it will cover the staircase, is 7 feet. It is the minimum distance, and if it is 7 feet, then if we park a vehicle that is sedan, it is of 6 or 7 feet width. We have to leave 3 feet from there, and here let's keep 9 feet for the vehicle. The total will be around 12 feet. So 12 and half feet, 3 and half plus 9, 12 and half. So 7 it is already provided, and the remaining 6, let us take 13. 7 plus 6, 13. So 13 feet has been covered in the portico, and this kitchen size we can give at 8 feet. It should be sufficient for the kitchen, and we can give a direct entrance from the portico area, and here also another entrance for the drawing room. The remaining space here is around 15 feet. So exact space we can calculate as per 37 minus around 37 minus 6 minus 7. So it should be around 14 feet 6 inches. That is 27 feet 6 inches minus 6 minus 7. And here we can provide an 11 feet for a drawing room. Now in this space we can provide a staircase, as we had discussed earlier, but we'll do that in the next option. Here in this option we'll provide some alternatives. We can also provide staircase in the entrance as well as the location which we had defined, that is the west direction. Now let us in the west direction give a common toilet which can be utilized by the inhabitants of the room, and here we can give a dining area adjacent to the kitchen, as we had discussed in the bubble diagram. So when we have the bubble diagram, then we'll be able to plan the building. As you can see, it was so easy. So the next option we'll discuss. So as you can see here, the one with the staircase in the west direction, as you can see, this option will put the staircase in the west direction. If we keep the staircase in the west direction, we can also provide a puja room along the entrance. We'll keep this same as, let's give it 12 feet, and toilet for an attached toilet for the master bedroom. We'll provide another room here, 13 feet. So this portion will keep the same 11 feet here. So this space utilization is same. After that we'll give a kitchen of 9 feet and 8 feet, and then portico portion for parking of 4-wheeler, and 9 feet width should be sufficient for the parking of 4-wheeler. Let's give it 10 feet also you can give here. So let's give it 10 feet, and we'll give a length here of 15 feet, which is sufficient, as the maximum size of sedan is approximate size is 13 feet. So here we can keep a puja room. It is in the northeast direction, puja room. Now an entrance we can give through the drawing room, and another entrance to the living area. Drawing room here, and here we can give a quarter ton staircase here. This space will be utilized for the dining room. As you can see here, this is the staircase, this is the master bedroom, this is the bedroom, this is the toilet attached to the master bedroom, and this landing, below this landing we can give a toilet, and which we can use as common toilet. In this video we discussed about the planning. When we plan, we have to take into account the Vastu considerations, and basically if we follow this process, the planning becomes very easy. And while defining the size of any room, we should take into account the standard considerations. Suppose a room size is 11 feet into 13 feet or a 9 feet into 11 feet. So this is good as per Vastu, because Vastu says that it should be odd sized rooms. And also in a video aspect ratio, I had discussed that odd sizes are better or rectangular sizes are better. So in staircase also, if we give odd number of steps, it is better. So we had discussed in this video 2 number of plans, and there can also be various types of plans. So as we had seen in this video, for planning much experience is not needed. Simple common sense and simple following the steps properly, anyone can draw a plan. So the basic aim of this video was that many of our clients, many of our viewers were asking us how to make a plan. So our aim was to show a simple method in which anyone can start planning, and anyone can put in all the components together, because if the process is followed properly, anyone can make the plan of their dream house. So hope you guys like this video. Please do comment on it, because through your comments only we get to know which topics you are interested in. So this is Mainak signing off. See you in another video. Bye bye.